If you like Eve Echoes, but you don't feel you have enough time to play because you can't give it your undivided attention, this video is for you. I'll show you how to play Eve Echoes AFK away from keyboard. Welcome, I'm Dixie Bell with Taskforce Rebellion. If you're not playing AFK, this could add hours of game time for you each week, if not each day. Before we get into your options and what ship will serve you well, there are 3 things you'll want to keep in mind. First, these are high-sec strategies. For now, there are no rats in the belts or rats roaming the system. Since we don't have to watch so closely for them, we can take advantage of that. Second, anomalies, also called anoms, do spawn, and while I've not ever had one spawn on top of my ship, and I play AFK for hours most days, I would not rule out that possibility. And third, keep in mind that if you're in a fleet that goes to anomalies or news encounters, that fleet could wind up near you and warp you into a battle. If this is a concern, don't stay in a fleet while playing AFK, or at least don't park outside a station or gate where that's more likely to occur. Now for the fun part. Every tech level can play AFK. However, this opportunity really does get much better when you are Omega with tech level 7 or above. You'll see what I mean as we go along. Today, we're going to focus on delivery news encounters, strip mining, and the ships for both. Delivery news encounters are a good starting point for AFK. You could do the deliveries at the trade stations. I have a hard time catching those, and they don't give as much time to complete as the news encounters, but they're still a good option. With deliveries, all you do is fly a ship with a large enough cargo hold, or special delivery hold, to the station. The cargo will appear in your hold, and you'll fly to the delivery point. Of course, there's some dialogue menus along the way, but it's really very simple. You don't have to stay logged in while going point to point. Eve Echoes will give you a message saying that the ship will continue on to the destination. To get started, click Profile, Encounter, News. In this list, you'll want to look for the symbol shown in the corner of this encounter. This symbol shows that it's a delivery. Click on the center of the opportunity and you can see what size cargo or delivery hold you need. If it's red, as in this one, the ship doesn't have the required cargo space. If you know you have a ship that will hold that much cargo, you could go ahead and accept the encounter. Before you leave on the encounter, be sure that you have your route settings to prefer safer. Many of the delivery encounters can be done by staying in high-sec, and this will route you around the dangerous systems for the most part. There are some that go into low-sec. By setting Prefer Safer, you will get a warning. When you click on the destination bar, a map will open and you can look at the route and system security levels. Low-sec systems have a security level of 0.1 to 0.4. Some folks will attack you in low-sec, but for the most part, you'll be fine warping gate to gate, or gate to station or station to gate in low-sec systems. Just do not stop between. Ships to use. Any ship that holds an adequate amount of cargo, either in the cargo or special delivery hold. Note, the delivery hold is only used for deliveries and you cannot put your own cargo there. Here are some ships that I particularly like. T3 Amicus holds 1,000 cubic meters. T4 Amicus High Mobility has a special delivery hold of 8,500 cubic meters. The T5 Probe Covert Ops and the Amicus Covert Ops also hold 1,500 cubic meters. A T6 Mammoth cargo hold is 6,800 cubic meters, and it also has an ore hold. A T6 Nereus High Mobility has a cargo hold of 3,000 cubic meters and a delivery hold of 36,000 cubic meters. If you're an Omega, a T8 Nereus hauling industrial ship holds 4,000 cubic meters in the cargo hold and has a delivery hold of 105,500 cubic meters. There are some news encounters that pay $850,000 for hauling. That's when this ship will come in handy. All you really need to be able to do these missions is the ship. I would skill into cruising technology and the spaceship command that is appropriate for the ship to get the inertia and velocity bonuses. I would also skill into electronics and engineering to get the capacitor and power grid needs down. If you have any warp fatigue going on where you're running out of capacitor going gate to gate, this will help clear it up. It's important if you're doing any encounters into low sec. Modules. For high sec deliveries, I fly all the time without any mods or rigs. Since I'm playing AFK, I'm not necessarily going to be available the moment it gets to the next station, so speed is not necessarily all that important with the news encounters. Eve Echoes does give us plenty of time to complete them. Another way to play AFK, if you can remain logged in, because this requires you to stay connected, would be strip mining. This does require Tech 7 or above and an Omega account. If you're not flying barges yet, you'll love what I'm going to show you. This is when mining will become a lot easier and faster. Watch. If you notice, I'm not locking any rocks. I'm just parked in range for the strip miners. To set the ship up, you need strip miners, and it's helpful to have a micro warp drive or afterburner, as that will help you move into range of the rocks a little faster. Rigs that are helpful and will speed up your mining are miner circulation accelerators and miner efficiency upgrades. Nanocores can also be helpful. My RazerBladeRunner account has a procurer fitted with a purple nanocore called Clear Sky Core. I've chosen the increase of 18% strip miner mining amount. That's all you really need for high-sec mining. I hope this helps you get additional hours of game time. In the next video, we'll talk about playing semi-AFK. Some tasks need a little more of our attention. If you enjoyed this video, found value, or think somebody else would, it would be a help to me if you would please subscribe, tap the bell, like, and share. Also, I'd love for you to comment on other Eve Echoes topics you'd like to know more about. Maybe we can cover that in an upcoming video. Again, this is Dixie Bell with Taskforce Rebellion. Fly safe, and I'll see you in New Eden.